Hello kids, in today's class we are going to learn about the different angles. So before we proceed into that, let me tell you about the degrees. Okay, so what we have here is a complete circle is of 360 degrees. Okay, it is of 360 degrees. That means if this is the center and if I draw a line here, this line is at 0 degree. And now when we move across it in the anti-clockwise direction, that means starting from here, we have different degrees on it. Okay, so I hope you have seen a protector. In a protector, we have different degrees marked. It starts from 0, then we have 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, and so on. But when this circle is completed, then here we reach to 360 degree again. So 0 is the starting point and the end point is again 360 degree when this circle completes. Now, as we move across the circle in the anti-clockwise direction, I am telling you the main points. The first one, we have 90 degree over here. So, sorry, it will be a straight line. So, when we start from 0, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on till here. So, this straight line is at 90 degrees. Okay, and then again as we move along in the anti-clockwise direction, then we have 90, 100, 110 and so on, and at just the opposite of this 0 degree in the opposite direction here we have 180 degrees. Okay, so what we can see here is that we have started from 0, then we are moving in the anti-clockwise direction, we have reached to 90 degree, then again continuing in the same anti-clockwise direction, we have reached to 180 degrees now, right? And as we go along this direction, in the opposite direction of it, we have 270 degrees. And along this 270 degrees, when again we move in this anti-clockwise direction, we finally reach to 360 degrees. So this is the concept. It starts from 0 degree, then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So when we say 90 degree, then we say that the two rays, they are at right angle with each other. Right angle corresponds to 90 degree. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. So now I am writing the measures of different angle. We say that an angle is an acute angle if the angle lies between 0 degree and I'm writing, let's say I'm writing the angle as angle A. Okay, if it is lies between 0 degree and 90 degree, that means it is greater than 0 degree and it is less than 90 degree. So also we write angle like this. So I'm writing like this. Okay, also we say that the angle is at right angle if the angle is equal to 90 degree. If the angle is equal to 90 degree, that means the angle is a right angle. Okay, now next angle what we have here is the obtuse angle. So we say that the angle is obtuse angle if the angle is greater than 90 degree. Okay, if the angle is greater than 90 degree and the angle is less than 180 degree. That means the angle lies somewhere in this region. It starts from here and it lies somewhere here between 90 and 180. Next, we say that the angle is a straight angle if the angle measure is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, these are the different type of angles we have. Also kids, you have reflex angle, which is not in this grade but in 6th grade, where we say that the angle is greater than 180 degree but it is less than 360 degrees. So the angle will be somewhere here. This would be the angle. And now the angle which we call as a complete angle, and sometimes it is also called as full angle. That is when angle is equal to 360 degree. Also, I forget to mention the zero angle. Zero angle is the angle when the measure of angle is 0 degree. Okay, so this is the concept of angles. These are the different type of angles. So what we have learned is that a complete circle is of 360 degree. Degree is the measure of angle. Okay, degree is the measure of angle. Like in the case of length, we have centimeter, meter, kilometers. Similarly, in the case of degree, in the case of the angle, the degree is the unit. It is the measure. All right. So a complete circle is of 360 degree. When we start from here, this is at 0 degree. From 0 to 90, in between 0 and 90, we have acute angles. At 90, we have right angles. From 90 to 180, that is in between 90 and 180 degree, we have obtuse angles. And any angle which is greater than 180 but it is less than 360. So here we have reflex angles. And if we have if we talk about a complete angle or full angle, that is at 360 degree. Also, if we say the zero angle, it is a zero angle. That means the measure of that angle is 0 degrees. So this is very important concept, kids, and you have to understand this by heart. Okay, so now here what is given to us is various right angles. So kids, if you see here, this is the point and the two rays, they are at 90 degree with each other. A right angle will always have two of its arm in straight line at 90 degrees to each other. Okay, this angle will always be at 90 degree. So what are the different examples which we see in a real life where we see these angles? See, your tables, the corners of the tables, where the corner is the point and the various length, the two lengths of the table are at 90 degree with each other. They are right angles. Similarly, the board. Similarly, your doors, your windows, everything there at 90 degree. And whenever we see a clock, a 3 o'clock, it always make a 90 degree angle. All right. Now, next what we have here is acute angle. So what we have learned about the acute angle which is greater than 0 and less than 360 degree. So it will always be either like this or it will be, sorry, wait. Yeah, so this angle, acute angle, it will always be like this if this is the point, and if this is the point, it can be like this. Similarly, this is another example of the acute angle where the two rays, they are greater than 0 and less than 90 degree with each other. Then we have learnt about the obtuse angle where the two rays which are forming at an angle, they are greater than 180. See, 180 is somewhere here and it is greater than 180, right? So this is obtuse angle. And similarly, here it is 90 degree and it is less than 90. So this is acute angle. Okay, so these are the different examples of acute angle. Archery, where these two rays, they are at acute angle with each other. Similarly, this person, he is riding a bicycle, and here these two angles, these two rays, they are at acute angle. They're forming acute angle. And this ship here, this boat, sorry, this one, this is also making a acute angle. Now coming to obtuse angles. So these are the angles which are greater than 90 and less than 180. So these are the obtuse angle. This shape inside this is a pentagon. Here the two sides, they are also at obtuse angle. Similarly, this boy, the two legs, they are at obtuse angle here. This ship is sailing, and here this is also at 90 degree. Okay, sorry, they are also at obtuse angle with each other. Now coming to straight angles. What are straight angles? Where the two rays they are at 180 degrees with each other. Okay, they are just in opposite direction, or you can say they are forming a straight line. The two different arms are making a straight line. So this is the example of the straight angles here given. So kids, I hope that you have understood what are the different type of angles and what are the different measures of these angles. And now with this, we can start with the exercise 6B. Okay, so in 6B, let us go through the first question. It says, take 3 sheets of paper. This is an activity. And with the sheet 1, what we have to do is, we have taken a sheet and we are folding it twice, once vertically. So imagine this is the sheet, we are folding it vertically. And then once we have done, open it and then fold this one horizontally. So once done, after this we have to fold this in this direction. So now open it and we can see the various right angles on the creases so formed. Mark them in red. So once you do it, kids, you can see these type of lines formed on them. The creases would be formed on this sheet, and now what we have to do with the red color, we have to mark 90 degrees on them. So this is one 90 degree, another 90 degree, third 90 degree, fourth 90 degree. Also these are also at 90 degrees with each other. Okay, all these are 90 degrees because when we see, they are at right angles with each other. Okay, next, this is done. Fold twice like the diagram. So this is diagram like this. We have to fold it and open it to show acute angle on them and mark them with blue. So we have to mark acute angles here. So kids, if you see this, these two lines, they are forming acute angle. These two lines, they are also forming acute angles with each other. So there are two acute angles. Third one is sheet 3. Fold in twice in any manner you choose and mark the angle. So this is an activity for you. So this I am marking as a homework. Now coming to second question. In the following figures, color the right angles in red, acute angles in blue, and the obtuse angles in green. So let us start with the right angles in red. So I'm taking red color and we will go through all the figures one by one. See kids, in the first figures, we see that both the lines, that here, everywhere you see, all the angles, they are greater than the 90 degree. So that means in this complete diagrams, all greens would come. Okay, everywhere we'll have obtuse angle because when we see the two rays, they are everywhere more than 90 degree. All obtuse, I'm writing here. Okay, now coming to this second figure, first we are going to mark the acute angle. So what are acute angle? Where the two rays, this ray and this ray, they are less than 90 degree. So this is acute angle. Okay, similarly here also, starting from here, this one, this is a straight line, it is less than straight line. This is also making a acute angle. All right, these two are the acute angle. And now coming to, okay, sorry kids, we have to mark the acute angles in blue. So I'm erasing it and I'm taking blue color to mark the acute angle. This one is acute angle and this one is also acute angle. Okay, now right angle. So there is no right angle because no two lines are completely straight. And then coming to the obtuse angles. So what are the obtuse angles? See this line. This is straight and this is straight. So if this is the straight line, it is greater than 90 degree starting from here. So this is the obtuse angle. Similarly, here also this is obtuse angle. So these two are obtuse, these two are acute angles. Now there is no right angle here. Coming to C part. So kids, if you see here at every corner, both the lines, they are making angles greater than 90 degree. That means everywhere we have obtuse angle again. So in this figure, I am writing all obtuse. All obtuse. Now the last figure we have. In the last figure, let us first mark the right angle. There is one right angle. This line and this line, they are straight and they are making right angle here. Now coming to acute angle. So if you see here, this line, if this is the point, this ray and this ray, they are less than 90. So this is the acute angle. And similarly, if we measure from this point, then this line and this line, they are less than 90. So again, this is acute angle. Okay, so here we have marked all the angles here. Now third question is sun salutation or Surya Namaskar is a sequence of 12 yoga poses. Mark any one angle that you see in each of the pose here. So kids, I'm just giving you one example. When you see the first one, it is the, if I take this is the reference point, one line is this, second line is this. Okay, both are at same, they are in one line with each other. The upper part of the body is one arm, you can say. The second, the lower part of the body you can take as the second, and they are making one straight angle. So I can say that the first one is a straight angle here, right? Now coming to second, this is one part and this is second part, more than 90 degree. So which angle is this? This is obtuse angle. Okay, this is very easy. Now you know that what are the different type of angles and how we have to identify them. So rest of it I am marking as a homework for you. Okay, now coming to question number 4, we see here, name the angles formed by the leftover pieces of the pizza. So that is the one which is not colored is the leftover part. Sorry, we have to see the leftover part. So leftover part is the one which is colored one. This is the leftover part and we have to show what angle it is forming. So kids, when you see there, this is a complete straight angle, right? So I'm writing straight angle here. Because if this is the midpoint, this is first part, this is second part, they are in same line. Here, this is the point, this is one part, this is another part, this is making acute angle, right? And in third, this is one part, this is one arm, this is this is second arm, it is more than 90, this is obtuse here. And here also, this is one part, one line, second line, they are at 90 degree with each other. So this is making a right angle. Easy? Okay. Now, question number 5. The earth continues to spin around its axis while it revolves around the sun. This we know that the earth rotates on its axis and it do a revolution around the sun. The picture below shows the angle made by the sun and the earth axis in summer and in winter. Okay, this is shown here. Now we have to identify the angles. So this is one angle which is highlighted here, kids. We know this is one line, this is another line. Okay, another ray, sorry. And this is less than 90. So this is acute. Correct? And the other one is this one highlighted. This is one ray, this is second ray, and this is greater than 90. So that means this is obtuse. In summer, it is making acute angle, but in winters, it is making obtuse angle. Now, draw 3 examples, each of acute, obtuse, and right angles that you see around you. So this is homework I am marking, and you will find many objects inside your room only where you will get example of these. Okay, now name the following angles. So kids, this is very easy. I'm going to pick up only few. The first angle. First, I want you all to write down the name of the angles properly. So here, first one is ABC. They have also written as ABC. So kids, we can see this is right angle. Why? Because if you try to make a straight line over here, it is greater. It is in the anti-clockwise direction of it. So this angle is obtuse angle already marked. Now coming here, this is the point and these are the two rays. So the angle name is angle DEF and it is a two angles. They are at 90 degree with each other. So they are right. This is example of right angle. Okay. Coming to C part, angle name is angle PQR. Always remember the point where angle is present should always be in middle. So angle PQR is equal to, here if you see, then this is the example of acute angle. This is 1, this is less than 90. So this is acute angle. Now coming to last one, the name of the angle is STU, and if we see it is greater than 90, it is obtuse angle. Easy. And the rest 4 are homework for you. You have to write down the name of the angle first and then the type of angle. Okay. Next, the pictures you see below are different poses made while playing badminton. Mark and name the different angles that you see in this picture. Okay. So kids, if I see this, this is one angle I have marked, and I'm naming this as ABC, where B is the point where angle is there. Angle ABC is 90 degree. Similarly, we have one angle here. I'm naming this as PQR, and angle PQR is also 90 degree in figure A. Okay, both the angles are like this. Now, if I see the legs, this is straight and this is 1. So if I try to make it from here, it is more than 90 degree. So I'm marking this as ABC again. Angle ABC is obtuse angle. It is greater than 90. And the another one is, this is point, this is 1, this is another. Again, it is greater than 90. I'm naming it as PQR. So here PQR is obtuse angle. And in the next figures, kids, this I'm leaving as a homework for you, but I'm marking the angles. These are the different angles. This is one angle. I'm naming this as M, N and O. You have to tell which type of angle is this. And the another one is this A, B, C. You have to tell which type of angle is this one also. And here, this is the point. These are the two rays. You have to tell which angle is this, PQR. And this is this angle, M, N and O. Which angle is this? Third one also you can take here, not PQR. Okay, leave this. Okay, third is this angle also. This I'm telling you, this is a 90 degree angle. But apart from this, in C and D, you have to identify what are the different type of angles. So kids, with this we have completed the exercise, and I hope that you have understood the concept of different type of angles and how we can identify what are the different type of angles while seeing them, how we have to name these angles, how we have to identify them. So with this we will end this class, and in the next class we are going to start with the next exercise. So I will see you all in the next class now. Thank you.